Before you think about training your dog, I need you to ask yourself a few questions. How old is your dog, and how long has this behavior been happening? Does it happen everywhere, or only in certain situations? What does your dog look like right before the behavior starts? Tense, restless, overexcited, or shut down? And when it stops, is it because your dog understood, or because your dog gave up? Most dogs aren't disobedient. They're responding to their environment, emotional state, or inconsistent cues. If you skip this step, any training method will fail, not because it's ineffective, but because the foundation is missing. Understanding the problem. Behavior is not random. It is always a response. A dog that seems stubborn may be stressed, anxious, or physically uncomfortable. Pain, lack of rest, and over-arousal can all disrupt learning long before we notice anything obvious. Traditional dominance-based training suppresses behavior through fear or correction. It may look effective in the short term, but it does not create real understanding or long-term compliance. Veterinary behavior science now focuses on measurable outcomes, reduced stress, voluntary engagement, and learning retention. Regulation first. Step 1 is regulation. A dysregulated dog cannot learn. High arousal or chronic stress shuts down learning. Commands will not stick if the nervous system is overloaded. Predictable routines are essential. Consistent feeding times, structured walks, proper rest and recovery. Wearable devices are useful here, not to count steps, but to measure heart rate, rest quality, and activity patterns. This gives objective data about your dog's state and readiness to learn. Without regulation, any training is unreliable. Clear communication and timing. Step 2 is clarity. Dogs do not ignore commands because they are stubborn. They fail when cues are inconsistent, timing is off, or criteria keep changing. One word, one gesture, one expected response. Reward or reinforcement must occur immediately within the learning window. This is why app-assisted training works. It does not train the dog, it trains the human to be consistent, precise, and timely. Technology eliminates guesswork, ensuring communication is clear and repeatable. Positive reinforcement. Step 3 is strategic reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is not permissive. It is not bribery. It is a structured system to increase desired behaviors. Punishment suppresses behavior, often creating anxiety or avoidance. Reinforcement strengthens neural pathways associated with choice and understanding. Frequent reinforcement early in learning, followed by variable reinforcement for reliability, is how long-term behavior change happens. Environment management. Step 4 is environment management. If your dog fails in a certain situation, the environment is too difficult, not the dog. Distance, duration, and distraction levels must be adjusted before expecting success. Training should progress from controlled to complex conditions, never the other way around. Virtual sessions or in-home observation allow trainers to see the real triggers, routines, and mistakes that otherwise remain invisible. Proofing and real-world outcomes. Step 5 is proofing under real conditions. A dog may perform perfectly in a quiet training space, but fail in a real-world environment. This is not defiance, it is incomplete learning. Success is not silence, it is emotional stability, voluntary engagement, and recovery time. A dog that thinks under pressure rather than freezes out of fear is truly trained. Closing and clinical takeaway. There is no best training method for every dog. There are only methods appropriate to your dog's state, environment, and learning history. Any approach that increases fear, avoidance, or stress is not behavior management, it is suppression. Modern evidence-based training is precise. It demands timing, clarity, consistency, and emotional safety. If your method aligns with veterinary behavior science, regulating, communicating clearly, reinforcing strategically, and proofing thoughtfully, you will see reliable, humane, long-term change. Your dog will not just obey, your dog will learn, think, and engage with confidence. And that is the standard of modern dog training.